Hey everybody, it's Jasmine, and today I'm going to be doing my Colourpop Sweet Talk palette review. I also have their Jelly So Much eyeshadows as well as their lipsticks. Now I actually bought this bundle on Colourpop. Let me pull that up real quick. So I bought the Your Face is Like Sunshine set. Now this one is actually sold out right now, but I bought it for $40. So this bundle was originally $49, but then they cut the price so that it was a little bit more affordable. So I just ended up getting that just for the ease of trying everything out. Now I have some positive things to say and some negative things to say. I spent maybe 5 days testing everything out, and I am glad to say I used all the colors in the palette already, which is nice. I got a taste of everything. I've tried both of the Jelly So Much shadows, and I've also tried the lipsticks. Now let's start off with the thing that I am not so fond of, which are the lipsticks. Now in that set you do get two shades. You get Spring Roll and Tea Time. Now I was actually interested in both colors, so with them being included in this set, I was like, oh my god, this is meant for me. But I think I was very let down because one of my friends who actually has these lipsticks, she said she really likes them, but she is more of like a pinker undertone. She's a lot more pale than I am, so the colors look a lot different on her than they do on me, and we both realize that. So I'm just gonna do some swatches. So here is Tea Time. Now, Tea Time is actually pretty nice, but it's a shade that you definitely don't see me wear. It's more of like a fuchsia pink type of shade. It's very rich. And then Spring Roll was actually something that I was really excited about, but this one actually like completely falls out. I don't want to do it now, but like it completely falls out of the tube, so it wasn't even pressed in really nicely. But those are the two shades, and I will do lip swatches for you as well. Now the thing that I wasn't impressed wasn't the formula. The formula was really nice. It was a very thin textured cream finish formula, which is nice to have. A cream finish formula like that, like very thin, isn't my absolute favorite. I like more of a cream lipstick with a little bit more substance to it, kind of like a Smashbox lipstick. It's still good, but it's definitely not my favorite. And by the way, if you're curious about this look, I'm pretty sure the tutorial of this went up before the review, so if it's already up, I'll have it linked in the video. So let's swatch a Spring Roll. I will get a little closer so you guys can see what's going on. Now in the swatches online, it looked a lot more orange, which is why I was actually so interested in it, because I was like, ooh, I want an orangey nude. But for some reason, this on me looks pink. And this isn't a pink that I would wear. It goes with the look, okay? It goes with the look, but if we're talking about Jasmine every day, if I went with like a peachy smoky eye, like the other day when I actually wore this, it just doesn't really complement the look, and it doesn't complement my everyday looks. Now that I have a really bold purple eye, it complements the look, but for everyday Jasmine, this isn't it, and I just feel like it's too peachy and pink for my liking. You guys know I'm not that into pinks at all for my lips, so it just kind of let me down because on my friend it looked orange. And then Tea Time is, I mean, it is what it is, you know what I mean? Where is she? Yeah, it is what it is on the hand swatch, and this is another shade that I don't necessarily would wear. It goes with the look that I'm wearing now, yes, but I just know it's never gonna be a lip color that I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna base my look around this lipstick. So don't get me wrong, it is very pretty, but this is honestly a shade that I would give to somebody else. It's just not me. If I were to go in with like a red toned lip, I would go more orangey, or I would go more blue tone. I don't know, this just isn't me. It's more pink, and I kind of like to stray away from pinks as much as possible, unless it's like a super nude shade like Nude Beach from Jeffree Star, where I could literally mix that in with something else and then create my own concoction of a lip shade. So now that it's stained my lips, this is a look. So I'm just gonna keep my stained lips like this because it's cute. So I mean, I guess if I were to just apply and then wipe it off and just keep the stain, I guess that's great. As far as longevity, it's like your normal cream lipstick. It's gonna come off once you eat. It's gonna come off once you do something with your mouth. So, you know, there's not much to that, but you know, just having it on the lips is very hydrating and very moisturizing. So if you have dry lips like me, it'll come in handy. Now let's talk about the Jelly So Much eyeshadows. Now these were so unexpected to me because I kind of anticipated that I wasn't gonna like it. I don't know. I just thought, oh, it's jelly, it's not gonna be my thing, but honestly, she's a hit. And I think that this was a true diamond in the rough product for me because it's not like jelly. It's not like what I anticipated it to be like slimy. This is more of like a creamier version of their Super Shock shadows. Not as creamy as, say, the Shop Missy Velour eyeshadows. Those ones are the epitome of like really creamy, really wet. Once you put it on the eyes, it's like you crease right away. These ones, I have it on my eyes right now and it does not crease. Once you put it down, it sets and it looks nice and wet and glossy. So I have these two shades. I have Close to You and Big Ego right here. I am wearing Big Ego right now in the center of my eyelid. Really pretty and super stunning. So I actually used this one yesterday, Close to You, and I used it as a glitter liner type of situation. So I used a really thin brush. I rolled my brush in here and then I just created a line over my cut crease and it was so easy to work with. Now, if you take off the protective lid, you can kind of see it looks a little chunky, and that threw me off so much because, like I said, I expected it to kind of be like slime. So I'm glad that it's not. So once you touch it, it's more of a putty consistency. So to name it Jelly So Much, I mean, I understand it's like a play on words, but it's like, it's more of a putty consistency than a jelly. So I could just move it around and it's pretty fun to work with. So now that I have it on my finger, it swatches really nice as well. And it works really well with a brush and your finger. That's why I like it, because you could do both. I mean, my hand swatch isn't that amazing. Definitely, it's not giving its justice. Ugh. These are definitely things that I would probably wear on top of another eyeshadow just so it can really pop. So the Close to You shade is a pink champagne color and it has different flips to it. So this is almost like a duochrome type shade. Both of these are. And this one is like a pink to a gold. So it's very peachy pink, very on board with the theme of this whole collection. So that's what I really like. This one, it's a purple. It's a deep purple and it kind of gets, I don't know, it's like a little bluish, but also a little green. So it has a little bit of that Boom Boom Room type of feel from MAC, that discontinued shade that I always reference, but not as duochromy. This one definitely is just a little bit like dulled down than Boom Boom Room, but it still looks really pretty, especially on top of a purple. That's when it really, really pops. So I would definitely recommend these. They're an amazing texture to work with and I feel like anybody can get really good looks out of it, and it's just something that I feel like is very unique and you just have to try it. Just try one, it's not gonna hurt. And this is definitely on my top picks from Colourpop, definitely. Now let's get into what we've all been waiting for, which is the Sweet Talk palette. Now this is so amazing because it has the great Colourpop formula in it, but it also has an amazing glitter formula in it as well. And I've never tried pressed glitters like this. I've seen them circulate all throughout Instagram, but you know what? I'm so convinced that all these brands that are putting out the same type of formatted glitter palettes all come from like the same retailers, but they just change the packaging. I'm very convinced that that's how it is. But these ones, they're really nice, very pigmented. I'm wearing one of the glitter shades in my inner corner right here, and that one is this one called Early Morning. Super pretty. I have tried all of the glitter shades in here, so that is this one, and I am gonna consider this one a glitter shade as well because they just have this I don't want to say putty texture, but it is kind of a putty texture. But once you rub your finger in it, or even a brush, it just picks up really well. On a brush, it is a little harder because you have to scoop it out as opposed to just like sliding your brush in. But it's honestly fine. Once you get it on the brush, it's like, it's on there. So I love it. I think that they're all really pigmented. The shimmers in here are duochromes, so they're not actually like that drastic of a duochrome. They're more of like here's me in one light, and ooh, I'm gonna shift very softly, very slowly, very subtly. You're probably not gonna notice, but I'm shifting once you turn your head. So it's really nice and really pretty, and there are 2 shades of that, which is right here, and then the rest of the palette is matte, which, I mean, I'm all for it. I love these warm peachy tones. I think this holographic packaging right here is kind of distracting on you guys seeing like the actual palette, but if you guys have just been staying tuned to my recent tutorials or my live chats, this is what I've been using. So I've really been getting a lot of use out of it, and I love it. Honestly, it's something that I feel like really grabbed my attention really quickly, and it's a palette that I think is really different from the Colourpop line. I'm gonna use my boyfriend to show you guys the swatches of the palette. So here's my little boyfriend cameo. Where are you coming from? This side? All right. Well, he's coming in at an angle because he's too tall, apparently. So we have the first shade right here, which is called Catch Me. Wow. This is just a peach shade. And then we're gonna get into Side to Side. And this is more so of like a soft glitter. Not too chunky. Turn your arm, baby. Not too chunky, but very peachy, very subtle. And then now we get into like a true peachy duochrome shimmer. And this one is one of my favorite shades whenever I do a cut crease. Yes. Yes. Work It right here is more of like a tan honey shade. And this is what I like to personally put in my crease whenever I am doing my looks. You can barely see it on him because he's tan. Let's get into glitter. This one is Prima Drama. And this one is definitely that iced out, I don't know how to describe it. It's like silver but pink glitter. And it's not too chunky, which is what I like. It kind of just sinks into the skin. Really, really pretty. And then we get into this more of a, yeah, this is a peachy pink. It's definitely more of like an orangey tone right here. And then the one that I have in my inner corner, this one is Early Morning. Sir, wake up. This is a gold. It's really pretty. And then we get into Dream Maker, and this is more of like a baby pink type of shade. Yes, one more row. We get into a darker peach shade down here called Icy Me. Yes. And then this one is like a gold flipped out to a rose gold. I love this shade. This was a very smart shade for the palette. Very smart. Love that. We get into another tan shade right here, and that one is West Side. And then for the last shade and the darkest shade here, it says Feel Free. So these are the swatches of the palette. Show them. Show them what you got, baby. Yes. Yes. Thank you. So I think that wraps up this video, you guys. I just wanted to say that this collection through and through is pretty good. I was not that fond of the color choices of the lipsticks, but honestly, like, that's just me and pinks. Like, I just don't like pink lips in general. But other than that, the formula was pretty good. And I mean, if you like pinks, if your skin tone works well with pinks, then you'll definitely like it. I just think that for me, I kind of just need to get used to it a little bit more. I love everything else that I bought, and I highly highly recommend it. So that pretty much wraps it up. Thank you to my boyfriend and thank you to everybody who has been recommending me to try out the palette. So I hope you guys all enjoy this review and I will see you guys later. Bye! Peace out, Girl Scouts.